Hi, I'm Anna Troglin, and today we're going to draw a picture of a Border Terrier using a number 2 pencil and a glass pen and ink. The dog is at an angle, so we're going to put his head in to the side. And the first thing we're going to do is put on these ears because they anchor the head. Now our head is a big block, almost a square. And again, his body is at an angle, so we're going to draw him in looking up in that curious way that dogs do. Looks like we can put a little bit more over here. And we're going to put in his nose. And it's very low on the head, so we're going to bring it down. And we're going to put in his mouth, which is at the very bottom of the head. And put in a little fringe. Now here are the eyes. They're right up next to the ears, and they're square shaped. This is one of the traits of this kind of terrier. A lot of this dog is very boxy. And right up through the middle of the head, we call this part the stop, right between the eyes. Now make sure and put a little bit of clear space in the eyes so they'll sparkle. And we want to put in the shaggy fur. Let's take a look at this with an ink pen now. Shake up the ink to make sure that it's good. And put the cap out of the way. So let's draw this picture in ink now, shall we? Let's see. We want to make sure that there's a clear line around each eye. When we dip our pen into the ink, we don't dip it all the way in because then it would be a big mess. We dip it in just at the very tip. And there's our eyes starting to come out. As you can see. And here's our nose right in the middle of the head. Remember that we have this area that's coming up here called the stop. Again, we're going to refer to the photo. Now we're going to go in and add the fur under the eyes that accents those eyes and makes them look so soulful. Now on this dog, the nose is not turned up like it would be on a pug or a Frenchie. It looks straight square at you. You want to make sure you include this line on the top so we know that that nose is three-dimensional and not just an iron-on patch, right? So we're going to go through here, fill it in. Now we're going to come down and find those ears. See how smooth they are? The dog is very shaggy, but his ears are very smooth. And they come right down like this. Make sure they are the same size. We want our dog to have 3 dimensions, and all of his proportions should match. See how easy it is to sketch in that shaggy, scruffy coat? And we're going to come down here by the chest, and now through the back here. Let's fill in those eyes, the sad, dark eyes that are so mysterious. Who knows what this dog has seen in his life as a show dog? Oh, we forgot his chin. Let's put his chin in. There we go. Now let's fill this in up here. This is all scruffy stuff. Remember, in choosing a model to draw, you always want to choose a model that you really like, that you feel good about, because that way you're going to get a picture that you're happy with. It happens that Border Terriers are some of my favorite dogs on earth, so I like to draw them. Here's the eyebrows. And we're coming around this way. And then this way. A little more up here. Let's get into some of this called hatching up here that we're doing. So a little bit of hatching to show that the fur is very coarse and scruffy there. There we go. Here's our Border Terrier. Border Terriers are good farm dogs to keep down the vermin. They don't just look rough and tumble. They really are. We don't have to fill in a lot of lines with this dog because he is so scruffy. But let's fill in his eyes and his nose since they're nice and dark. And last of all, we go for the nose. We know that the darker part of the nose is the part that's at the very top here. And then in front. There we go. We've got our Border Terrier. Happy drawing!